I don't know, but have you, Mo, being funny or not, we're good friends, we've been good friends for a long time. HRT, and they can be helpful, in the long term. You might not see yourself, but you have become kind of snappy. You're not like, you're grumpy, showing the mobile phone thing with the clown, that entertaining word, and just like, just like, I know it wasn't perfect or anything, but just, you weren't even prepared to watch it for its imperfection, stuff like that. And, I haven't got many friends, and I've got this friend, you've got your friends from your church and stuff like that. The religious stuff doesn't matter, it's not about that, because, like, I'll be honest, I'll just rise above it. I've had it all my life, my dad and stuff, Catholicism, bollocks, it's just, I just got used to it. That doesn't hang in my head, but what hangs in my head and stays venomous is the way when we start to text wars, it spoils my day, probably spoils your day. Anyone who's got a heart spoils. We say things, it gets really mean, your first text this morning, if I hadn't replied to it, it would have been alright, wouldn't it? It's sad to hear you leave. That was it, because I thought it's going to be a bad day. Because we don't laugh anymore and stuff like that. When I first met you, Radar died 2001. You're a different person. You've gone through a lot and stuff like that. I know HRT and things can bring on cancer and make it worse. But, we only live once, so sometimes it's better to live shorter and be happier than live longer and be miserable, Two wrongs don't make a right, and two rights don't make a wrong, And I haven't got many friends. My friend keeps a secret. It's a Mexican. That's the closest to the American Strat, right? It's made assembled by all the pieces from the Californian American, the Telecaster, but with a pickup. So it's a Nashville Telecaster, so you can get the Strat sound, 5-way pickup. So I can get that Martin Knopfler sound there. This kept me about 640 quid, but this is a baby, man, but I hope I don't sell it on eBay or something, so, but it's a piece of wood at the end of the day. It's just, Imagine, no possessions, but I like my music. There's my drum machine, the boring thing and stuff like that. Here's my drum. There's 2 batteries here that ain't working. They died to death in the bin. And that's it. My flat, I've got all these bills to pay. I'm not going to pay them because they just keep barking, threatening, by the 9th you haven't paid this stuff. Not the flat bills, the water bills. The only people that have been cool are the electricity. Like water, Southern Water bastards, they're charging me the ex-tenants. So I'll probably just get the housing benefit paid and fuck off to another country or something. Excuse my language, but it's me. You've got acceptance, Some people are like bourgeois. Oh, jolly good, you fancy game of golf? Yes, I'm smashing, sir. Yes, what are you doing tomorrow? That's a great, grand job. I'll spend myself all softball long, blah. But I've got my problems, my value and my stuff like that, But I ain't gonna hide it. What's the shame, as Oscar Wilde said, the life we live is very often not the life we lead. I'm my mouth is dry with this nicotine shit, man. I heard it out. I've been to the gym today, just a bit of workout, because this felt horrible. I turned my phone off in the end, and it just becomes childish, doesn't it? Technology. Police stopped me today for speeding. I said, "Are you speeding?" I said, "I was." I said, "How do you figure that out?" He said, "Oh, we've got the technology in our car. You're doing 42 in a 40 zone." I said, "Oh, so that makes 2 of us then. You were speeding too." So I ended up with a comedy variant. I didn't have to take any pain and panic and stuff like that, because when I see the police, it's just like, what? When they put the siren on, you stop. If you don't stop, it's wow, and then you get blocked charged, not stopping for a copper. Then you're in court, and next thing you're in jail. But you saved me from going to jail, remember? a lot of good things, man, and stuff like that. And it's just sad to see it all just go, because I can feel it just disappearing. And it's tough. We're getting older, you know, but I think there's hormone changes there, because you're not who you were now. I'm being honest. I know I'm provocative and stuff like that, but I wasn't being provocative yesterday, and even, you know, I was on there looking at Violet Soul and San Diego, the holiday thing. You showed no interest at all, you just got snappy. Then I started talking about models. I don't know whether maybe you like me more than I like you or something like that. I don't know. That sounds arrogant of me or something, but women and men, friends, they always say it never works. Because someone likes the other more than the other. Unless we both look like the back field, you know, the back of a bus. Well, I just want to be friends, you know. I couldn't have a relationship. I couldn't. I can't have one with myself. So I'm going to make this quick anyway. So, look, love you. You're good. Whatever happens, it's not in my hands, you know. There's no certainty. I don't know the answer. But take it play by ear. Okay. God bless, take care. You know, I have my understanding of a God of my understanding. Remember that, right? A God of my understanding. I don't around. I just don't do man-made concepts, religion, Catholics, Jews, Protestants, Muslims, Hindus, and stuff like that, because, you know, 80% of wars are created through it. Whether they use it because of the religion or not, it doesn't matter. Those names cause wars. I don't like them. That was peaceful, fine. Sorry. Cool. And that film we watched yesterday, Religulous, you know, straight away you contradict the guy. No, the guy, he's done a lot of research. He's not stupid, you know. So he knows more than us. And it's all facts. A lot of it. Well, you know, we won't go there, okay? Because it's not about that. It's about friendship with friends. Friendship with friends.